Women and men both wore jewelry such as necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. The most common item of jewelry was the brooch, which was used to secure their clothing together because they did not like to sew. Then they invented the fibula, which is like a safety pin. Most of the Roman jewelry was influenced by Greek and Etruscan designs. They also got designs from places they traded and ruled. A cameo is not an object. It is a style of carving jewelry, engraved gems, or vessels. Most of the time it includes a positive image contrast with a negative image, but still shows historical events. Cameos have frames that are in the shape of an oval. They were worn as jewelry, but mainly as signet rings, even though cameos can be any size. The Romans traded a lot, so they got access to exotic materials from around the world. They traded with Persia, India, the Indus Valley, and the Far East. Some of the gemstones that were and still used are amber, garnets, diamonds, jet, sapphire, pearls, emeralds, and topaz. They also use bronze, gold, and bone. Women mostly wore their hair down and curled, but sometimes they wore it up. If they did, they carefully arranged styles, which were then held by jeweled hairpins. Women wore many types, such as ornamental and bone hairpins. Bracelets were very popular in ancient Rome, and people were obsessed with them. The most common bracelet in Rome was a twisted coil bracelet with an animal head. Since the Romans really favored bracelets, they came up with the knot bracelet, which has a knot in the middle. People also loved the cuff bracelets, which had twin snakes that circled the wrist that creates it. Since the Roman Empire grew, the popularity of bracelets spread. Necklaces were very fashionable in Rome. People made hollow, polished gold hemispheres that were made into necklaces. Women wore so many types of necklaces that they came in all sizes and patterns, and a lot were in the form of pendants. Cygnet and seal rings were very important in ancient Rome. The gemstone carnelian was the most used material to make these for imprinting the seal or ring with wax. Carnelian was a very good material to use because the hot wax did not stick to it. Seal rings can be a figure impressed in wax or another medium. Adult male citizens were forced to wear personalized signet rings. A lot of classical engraved gems were worn as signet rings. Roman earrings were like the Etruscan styles until the 1st century AD, when the Roman Empire was at its height, and since they conquered a lot of areas which had different styles, the Romans mixed all of them up and came up with their own. The Romans borrowed the Isis crown, which comes from the Egyptians, which were used in earrings from the 2nd century BC. They also came up with the hoop earrings around 300 BC.